live. Just gonna turn on the messages, live chat. Hopefully this will keep pretty stable. Once again, outdoors it's still hotter inside than it is outside. Just starting to cool down here. Just gone 7. We'll be here for a little bit. What's time? Yeah, 3 minutes past. Phone's on charge as well. It should be all good. Yep, I've just got the notification on my other channel saying that we're live, so should have a few people coming through. Yeah, I need to sort out these angles. It's been a minute of housekeeping. It's exciting times. That should do. It is. Dan Stone in. Yo, I will be back in 5. No worries, man. Catch you shortly. We're just warming up anyway. It's warming up. Waiting for some people to come through until we jump into the deep end. I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I say this every time. Don't know how long I'm going to be on. Might be only like 20 minutes or so. Could be 45, could be an hour. Depends how deep we get into this. But there is, it's 22 matches that just happened 2 days ago. Plus all the other stuff that happened in the UK and across the globe on the 17th of June. It was a big day for arm wrestling. 17th of June. There was just something about it. It's amazing how there was, I think there was 4 different events going on that I know of as well. Obviously people training as well all over the world. It was definitely something special about that day. Wow, yeah, so we was in Kent, COA, Kent Woodstable. Over at the Seaview Holiday Park, we got Dan Stone back in the house. Yeah, just warming up, man. I'm still sort of processing a lot of what happened on Saturday. So I'll need reminding of bits and pieces, but there's obviously a few standouts. The champ is back. Whoa. Dan Stone with 2 big performances on Saturday. Might as well start right there. Under 66 kilo category. Left and right arm. He is the #1 contender, left and right arm. He's going to face Hassan, the Kingsman, for the left arm belt. And he's also going to face Hassan for the right arm belt. Both of them being #1 contenders for the right arm. Under 66. They will do battle to claim the right and the left arm championship. That'll be at 4 quarters. Gripfest 4 quarters, July 30th. So come through if you want to see that. There should be a good few championship matches going down that day. We have the 66 kilo up for grabs, 75 with Mendauga Stumbra. 84. I need to talk to Henry Grayling. He should be coming down. Need a challenger for him. Under 93. See if Ben McGibbon is about. Under 102, we just had Chris Lewis. Big up to Chris Lewis from the Milton Keynes Arm Wrestling. He claimed the under 102 right arm title on Saturday. Big showing from him. And then we've got 2 new open weight champions as well. Decided to keep it as that as well. Looking at those champions, there's a clear range, and it seems like a good place to stop, to showcase the best in the UK and beyond. From the 66 being the lowest, up to the 102, and then it will go to supers. So from now on, Circle of Arms is a big announcement dropping. From now on, Circle of Arms will have those categories only. and that's for the men's seniors. So 66, 75, 84, 93, 102, and then the supers. 6 categories. The elites will stick to under 75, under 93, and open. Those will be the 3 categories for the elites, the pros, the established pros, the elites. Juniors is still open. Females is still open. Women's is still open. Obviously, when the popularity comes up, we can look at what we think as a community will be the right weight classes. I think I'm going to look to WAF for the women's. Juniors is a bit more difficult. It might be by age rather than by weight. So it would be, for example, on the boys, up to maybe up to 15, and then up to 18, like 15 to 18, and then like 12 to 15. But we'll have to play it by ear with that one, ask the community, see what everyone thinks and feels would be the what makes the most sense, by weight or by age. Not too sure on that one too yet. But we'll see, we're growing. We've got, okay, so 6 categories for the seniors, 3 categories for the elites, 1 each category for juniors, female juniors, and a women's. Get to see how they develop. Big showing. We've got new champions. We've got 2 new super heavyweight champions. Reese the Beast Aldridge, he had a wicked match against Mark McGinley. I was on the left. Mark being undefeated in COA on the left arm for the whole of 2022. He was undefeated, and that's beyond COA as well. That's every single competition he competed in. His left arm did not get pinned in the whole of 2022. Coming up, a couple weight classes, still the under 102 left arm champion. Staying under 102, he faced the super heavyweight, the electric beast, Reese Aldridge from the Sussex Sharks. Reese doing phenomenally well in the past year. Coming up, beating loads of good pullers. Beat Jim Murdoch. Beat Lewis Alexander. And then beat Mark McGinley. In what was a very impressive win, actually. Very impressive win. He just denied Mark's access to his hand, his cup, and just took him outside of his hand. Mark couldn't connect to his power. Streak is over, and we have the first Shark champion. It's gonna be fun. Well done to Sussex. They had a big day. Beast of the Beach. Everyone but Charlie coming out with the win. 3 out of 4 people come through and won every match of theirs. Dan winning both of his, Russell winning, and of course Reese bringing back the title. Also a very good showing from Milton Keynes. Chris Lewis become the new under 102 right arm champion as well, facing Mark McGinley, taking him out in a absolute grinder. Oh my, this match was ridiculous. That will be in part 1. That'll be in part 1 of the Beast of the Beach live stream. That was up on Saturday, but it went to private straight away. I'll be releasing every part of it, 1, 2, and 3, in each consecutive Saturday. So this Saturday coming, you'll get to see section 1, or the first part of Beast of the Beach, and that will have Mark McGinn and Chris Lewis in it, and oh my, just it's insane. It's insane. I'll, I'll let you guys enjoy that match. Just prepare yourself because it was. I don't even know. I don't even know. It was just brutal. Just I, yeah. I don't even know what to say about that match. But that'll be out this Saturday. I'll make a list of every match that will be released on each part, because it's not exactly the same as just section 1, section 2, section 3. There's a few move arounds. A couple people were late, so we just moved them back. So there's a few matches that will appear in the parts that weren't the same as the sections that was released for the match card. So I'll make a post about what will be released this Saturday, which I think we did about 10 or 11 matches in the first part. So that'd be a good bulk. That'd be about half of the matches themselves. Ah, from start to finish, it was just brutal. I think we only had two, two quick matches, two dominant-ish matches, and one of them there was two people facing each other on both arms, and one of them won one, and the other one won the other arm. So that was a good showing. Um, yeah, I don't want to say too much. We'll make discussion, but oh, but I won't go through everything. I'll let you guys enjoy it firsthand when it comes out. Let's catch up with these messages. Phone is all over the place. Right, if we do that. No, I'm just gonna read these manually. Dan Stone says the left was hard going. Never doing a 2v1 again. Yeah, that was a big showing. Saturday, Dan Stone taking two people consecutively in the same match. So he faced Thomas Lilly and Momin Butt. Thomas from the Slim Rock Wrestlers and Chesterfield Bad Boys. Momin from the Peterborough Arm Wrestling Club. Both two great up and coming under 66 pullers. Thomas Pop we've had on way before, so you would have seen his skills. He's very technical puller, and getting stronger and stronger every time. So it was exciting to see him, and it was exciting to see the first ever team and how they could sort of use tactics together and really discuss problems of the same match that they can both feel. So that's one of the disconnects between like corner. You can have the best corner man in the world, but he's not actually feeling what you're feeling. Obviously experience comes into play and people can see even stuff that you can't, but it's about the feeling. So they're both in the same match. It's just, it was an interesting one. But yeah, big shout out to Dan on that one, smashing it. RB, I believe that's Ryan Barber. Looked a good event from what I've seen. Chilling in Croatia at the moment, dude. I'm going to create a Croatia. Most likely next year. Don't know exactly when yet. I mean, if I could sneak in a little like weekend, I want to go there soon. There's a few good clubs in Croatia, and getting connected with a few people about there, north, south, and whatnot. And it's a beautiful country, man. Where are you at the moment? You're like north, south. If you're south west, that's where is it Reno, or am I getting them mixed up? There's a strong kid out there who's just another absolute mutant, mate. Yeah, let us know where you are, man, and appreciate it. Tomek, The Iron Curtain, sup? Yes, yes, good to see you. You had a good showing as well. Beast of the Beach, very good match. Very good match against the Rooster, Arnold O'Reilly. That will be on part one of the stream, which will be out this Saturday as well. Dan Stone says, so what did everyone think of the 2v1? 2v1 situation. Yeah, we had Thomas starting. So it was Thomas, Momin, Thomas, Momin, Thomas, Momin, like back and forth, one at a time. We're gonna have another 2v1 at Gripfest Four Quarters, but that will be a different style. It won't be in the same match. It'll be one after the other. So we're actually having Alexandru Binzari, and he's facing. I'm gonna take this inside. He's facing Arthur Dorahov and Otto in the same match. I'll take this in. Oh, my phone is dying. Yeah, my phone is dying. Let's plug this in quick. Sorry guys, we're back in 30 seconds. Right, we're back. Yeah, my phone was not actually charging that time, so it might end up being a short one by default. But let's keep going. Let's ride it. Let's believe it's gonna charge. Let's turn that screen down a little bit. Boom. Right. Let's go. So what did everyone think about the 2v1? And what did you think, Dubs, as you was reffing it from setups, loading, technical stuff, game plan, etc. So for me as a ref, in terms of just reffing, it was almost almost the same anyway. Because as but when I put myself in the reffing mindset, I don't I don't see the people. Um, Obviously I do, but I don't class them as this person or this person. They're just puller versus puller, hand versus hand, arm versus arm. So I don't really personalize the match while I'm reffing it. So in terms of that kind of mindset, it didn't really change. But watching the game plan was pretty cool between Thomas and Momin. That was definitely very cool. And the actual match itself, in terms of reffing that individual match, you and Thomas was very not difficult, but I could feel like every inch mattered in that match. Both of you were, yeah, just trying to gain as much as you could in the setup. It was very very cool to feel the pressures and to yeah, it was very cool to see the different game plans between both you you know tensing up and loading in different angles. One of you was loading more side, one was more back, and it was distorting the center line, like through the pegs and through the table. Yeah, it was very interesting. Yours was, to be honest, it felt more like a pro match. That's very similar to what a pro match has felt like to me, like a Harry versus Elliot, um, a Harry versus Curtis, a ref both of them. Um, who else sort of felt? I mean, Dalgas and Joey. Very well, those two are quite fair and quite straight anyway. But that kind of tension, that kind of pressure, and the kind of energy that was coming out of both of you, yeah, it was big. That's a rematch in the cards at some point. Um, Obviously you came out with a victory, beating both of them. So I think, yeah, few months of growth. Thomas weighed in, I think 62, 63. So he's got a few kilos of, of playing room, of growth. Maybe by Winter's Gate, or maybe by our additional event, which is not confirmed yet. Need to confirm a date. But we're looking at throwing another event in December as well, playing with a few names that'll be released soon. We've got loads of content coming up, loads of information, just getting you backtracked and reset into the COA story. Been absent for a bit, and it's thrown even me off a little bit. So we are on the second event of season 2, and on YouTube, Instagram. Instagram a little bit different, but YouTube and Instagram, we're still on the finale event of season 1, Winter's Gate. Since then, we've had Deadly Hands, and we just had Beast at the Beach. So in terms of storyline, it's throwing me a bit, because I can see what's going on, see the growth in people. I'm excited to see what happens at 4 quarters, but we'll get to that. So gonna retrack, backtrack a little bit on the Instagram, fill you guys in with what happened at the last 2 events. I know a lot of you were there, but for the people that weren't, and for the people that just missed some special matches, it's gonna be time to fill you guys in. So look out for so much going on. So much going on. Team has evolved, changed, and yeah, content coming out every day, every day. I'm taking over the full management of the platforms, the YouTube, the Instagram, the Facebook, the Patreon, the Twitter. I have a few people helping on the different social medias. I'll be mainly manning, obviously, the YouTube here, doing the lives, be doing, yeah, the other YouTube releases. I've got someone helping with the videos on that, a couple people. The Instagram, I will be doing myself completely. Facebook, I'm not actually on Facebook hardly. I've got an old account that I don't really use. I came off of Facebook a few years ago, so we've got a couple people that's in there as well. I think they'll be mostly manning that. Twitter, same person will be manning that. Patreon will be changed. Patreon will be changed very soon. At the moment, it's, what's it, $9.99 or $10.99, something like that. That's got the Deadly Hands event on it. So there'll be a premiere, a re-premiere for that. We'll be releasing the Winter's Gate on YouTube. Be premiering the Deadly Hands event on the Patreon. Let us know, actually. Let us know what would you guys. So obviously, I can do whatever range. But what would you guys want it to be? Would you guys still want to, pay £2, £3 for it, or just whack it on free? Maybe have a donation section on it. But I think it's time just to get everyone caught up, because there's so much coming up, and it's exciting. It's really, really exciting. So I want to fill you guys in with what's happened in season 1, season 2, where we are actually at, how exciting it is. Because there's a few matches that happened at the weekend that have happened after other things have led onto it, and a lot of you haven't seen that. So yeah, it's just exciting to fill you guys in with what's been happening and where we are at now. The uprising is truly here. We're having a little rebrand at the moment. As I said, backtracking to go forward. Yeah, it's very exciting, very exciting. What we got on the comments? Oh, that's another question about the 2v1. He said, did you think it would end in a 6-0? To be honest, so originally we had you and Thomas in a super match itself. And I had you as favourite for that anyway. But I did think Thomas could get at least the one pin on you, making it, what, 3-1. You get the first two, um, he gets the second one, or he makes you foul out, maybe. So it would have been 3-1 there. So with the addition of Moment there, I thought, yeah, he might beat Thomas the first round, might beat Moment the first round, might even beat Thomas and Moment again, potentially, making it 4-0. But I thought after that fourth pin and Thomas coming back, I thought he would have got the pin then, making it 4-1. Moment either gets the pin or doesn't. Say if he doesn't, that'll be 5-2, 5-1. But then Thomas is back. I think after that, Thomas would put a drain in, and it would either be 6-5, or you would win maybe 6-4. They might get a few pins, and then they start tiring. But it was a battle, man. It was a battle. Really, really put a drain on you, like endurance wise. By the end, I could see it was tearing you down. But props to you, man. That's very impressive to take on two different people, taking on literally two separate, like, you know, sources of energy, different lactic buildup. They each would have been recovering at different rates, but had double the time that you had. So, no, impressive win that. Impressive win. That left is doing some damages at the moment. And Hassan, if you're watching, yeah, man, just know your focus, and train hard. But train smart, recover well. Dan's coming. Dan's coming. The stone. The pebble is back to the stone. It's gonna be good. 4 quarters, big event, July 30th. As I said before, we've got another 2-on-1 match as well that day in Sandu Binzari, Alexandru Binzari, against Arthur Dorahov and Otto Golden Hands. That'll be slightly different. There'll be two separate matches, but one after the other. So Sandu will face Arthur first of three, and then win or lose, to Arthur, he'll face Otto straight after, and it'll be best of five, first of three, with Otto as well. That'd be on the right arm at Gripfest 4 quarters. That is an interesting one, actually. If you don't know Arthur Dorahov, he's an old school arm wrestler, used to train with Yanis. He's Latvian. Old school Latvian arm wrestler, and I don't know if he trained or competed with Silvan Kati. Um, I can't remember if it was trained with or competed with. Probably both. Probably both. I know he trained Jerome Bloom a little bit. He was the first ever pro to teach Jerome. So big shout out to Arthur on that one. And it's going to be an interesting one, actually. It'd be interesting to see. Oh, the live's gone.